Hello everyone, Barb here from barbaderholt.closetomyheart.com. Well, here we are. This is card number 3 for Christmas 2021. I am going to show you, I think I'll show you my cards so that you can see my progression. I think I talked in the last video or a couple of videos ago about how I pre-craft. I try to get something done ahead of time so that I know where I'm going. Um, so here's the first one, and this is my tester, and you can see it's kind of wonky. So this is a shaker here. This flips up, but it catches. You can see it binds there. But I got the basic idea. This also flips down, and this I saw this online somewhere. I don't remember where. But you can see my hot mess with my little berries there. Not too good. So we move on. You can see I dropped this down so that it doesn't bind anymore. You can see how that opens nicely. I used that same red carnation liquid pearls. Yes, liquid pearls. On the little lights. Not a fan. It's okay. Wasn't real excited. Again, berries, mostly okay, but not fabulous. Also to point out, I used stickles on this one, and okay, not super excited about it. Then we jumped into this one. Again, I had made that adjustment, so this works well. This opens. This was a silver purlin pen, and it hadn't been used in a while, so a lot of the pigment wasn't coming out. It was just the glossiness, which I'm not horribly unhappy with. Fold it down again. Here is where I finally decided to take a little time and practice with that liquid pearls, and that was when it started to look better. And this one, this was where I finally shook up my purlin pen and I got the silver. As you can see, again, my little pearls looked nice. I'll tell you what I used. This is Harbor glitter paper. So I used that on this little strip, on this little tree, and on the little heart. I used Harbor paper as the background paper because the Holly and Ivy paper that I picked up out of the September-October catalog, in the background, that Harbor shows up. And I think that this paper goes with the Harbor better than it goes with the green, though this is evergreen, and that does look nice. I used Cricut to cut out the wreath. I think it was from City Sidewalks or Cityscapes or something like that. It's a close to my heart cut. I also used that same set of shapes to cut out the string of lights. I used an old fave stamp set here and another fave stamp set there. I used a thin cut, and I will show you the products quickly so you can see. I don't have this product out, but this was a stamp. This was a punch from Stampin' Up. I love it. It comes in handy just every now and then, and those punches can save you some time. So here are the stamp sets. This has been around a while. It is no longer available, but I love it and use it every year. Holiday trimmings, this was from last year. All of these great border stamps. I use the Merry Christmas. Again, love it, use it. Here is the stitched bracket. I used the middle one here, the medium size. I also used the scallop circle on the vellum that went behind the wreath. The buildable tags, this is a new set for this year. I used this big guy here. Really nice. Nice size, worked well. I also used the liquid pearls. This is the Carnation Red, super cute. I used this Perlin pen. I got this at a craft fair at some point, and I saw it up there in my cupboard and thought, I'm gonna use that. Harbor ink to match the Harbor cardstock. Little glue, little tape runner. I used the holiday sequins. I pulled in a little bit of the julep sequins and the silver sequins. And I pulled in the other two colors because I thought it softened the real reddy greeny look of this. That Harbor paper, though it's okay, I really thought that we needed to bring in another bit of something to lessen the real green and red nature of those sequins. They are beautiful, but that's what I decided to do. So here I've got pieces I'm going to quickly assemble. I've got everything ready to go. Everything is stamped. Here's that. This is no longer available, but there are Cricut shapes, so you can replicate that on your Cricut. So the first thing we want to do is build the shaker. So I have the shaker ready to go. I cut this tag, that big tag shape, scored it and folded it over. I also cut this tag and then added the clear acetate and just cut it off with a trimmer. So what I need to do, I'm going to give that a little press there just to keep it flat. And I'm going to add my sequins right to the top of this tag. This is going to be the background in our tag. So throw in a little bit of the holiday, a teensy bit of the julep because this is all I have left. This was a color of the year a couple years ago and I loved it. And then the silver. Silver's still available. And I really like how that softens that color palette. Here is my window and I have this thin foam adhesive. This is from, I think, Stampin' Up. They carry these thin pieces so that you can make shaker cards. If we carry such a thing, I will buy it from us, but for now we don't. So I gotta go where I can get the stuff I want to use. I know you know what I mean. I've taken the backer off. I'm ready to go. I want the skinnier part. You can see it's a little wider down here than it is up here. I'm going to line the bottom. I'm going to line this up, do a little pushing around here, press that in place so that sticky adheres. And there you go. You have a really nice shaker card. The next thing we need to do is open that flap up. I'm going to get my glue here and I'm going to put a little glue on the back side because I am going to take this piece of pattern paper and I'm going to put this right on here and gluing it to the back side. You want to keep it tucked down as close as you can. You can see that then that is your hinge to open that up. From there, I'm going to take a little more glue and I am going to glue this panel into the card. This card is a piece of 6 by 5.5 Harbor cardstock that I scored at 1 3/4 inches on the 6-inch side. I did that so that this will end up fitting inside of a 5.5 by 4 1/4 inch card size envelope. I think A2 or something like that. wanted to be able to use a normal envelope. I didn't want to have to do anything special with envelopes. So I'm putting in the Merry Christmas panel down here, and now you can see that'll fold up there. I need to put in my strip of harbor along the edge here, and I just put this here because I thought it was pretty. Wanted to add a little glitz. And you can just wiggle it a little bit, get it lined up, and then here are the little Christmas lights. And all I have done is take a little dollop of glue, just a little bit, you don't need a lot, and put it on the back of each light. And then I'm going to put it on there, and it fits just so I sized it so that it would fit here on my Cricut. The other thing we need to do, we have our little wreath with little berries, and flip it over. And again, use those little leaves as your place to put your glue. And then we will put this on that vellum scalloped circle. So I've got that here. And this just softened the background a little bit without completely obscuring the design. I liked how that looked, and I am using the same little glue dotty spots here with pop that down there. It's just a little decoration, and the little deer face shows through there. Isn't that sweet? Then we have to put this little guy on the underside of this flap. Slide that over, and we're going to do the heart. And then here is where you could write your message. And I need to add my tree here to the front of this shaker. There we go. This little double fold, fun fold, I don't know. Double flipperooski fun fold card for Christmas. There you go. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a blessed, happy Christmas season. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.